Hello there. My name is Garrett Cousins, and I'm currently a graphic design student here at Brigham Young University, Idaho. As such, I'm enrolled within a user interaction design class, and we were to design for our final project a program, whether that be a site or an application, that promotes communication between two people. Now, for the longest time, I wanted to do this, and it was more of a motivation by hatred rather than passion, but I wanted to redesign BYU-Idaho's website. In its current state, it's really clunky, outdated, and it frankly looks like it's been designed by somebody from 2005, and when put in comparison to both BYU Provo and BYU Hawaii's websites, it just looks like it's not from the same institution. It's really unfortunate, and it's kind of an ache to the face. And speaking of that, it's just really clunky, and it's not friendly for both veterans or parents or freshmen coming in. It's just an embarrassment, frankly. And I don't know why they haven't updated it for the longest time, but what I wanted to do is take it on myself. And what I would like to present to you today is the revised version of BYU-Idaho's website. As you can see with the homepage, I wanted to have it student focused by design, so of course I wanted to focus on the students. And as you scroll down the page, you'll notice that it has a splash page, or a banner you call it, for news articles. This was something I found that as I researched domestically and internationally, that universities love to promote for alumni and for new incoming freshmen what they've been doing. And so I had that over on the left. On the right hand side, we have easily accessible links for both devotional, little banner area for upcoming events for BYU-Idaho, as well as just important dates for both faculty, freshmen, and parents to keep track of. Now, as we click on this button up here, we'll be led into the login page, and once you enter in your login credentials, you'll notice that we'll enter a splash page for a persona known as Brandon Winstrom. Brandon Winstrom is fake, but he is an economics student. He's a sophomore here studying at BYU-Idaho. But on the splash page, we notice that on the left we have this giant calendar, and on the right we have a schedule, and both interact with each other to show not only what classes they need to take during that time, but equally it corresponds with their campus account, so it shows them what assignments they have tasked for that day as well as the whole month, so that students are more accountable for themselves to keep on going about with their assignments. Now, once we do click this registration area, let's say it's the beginning of the semester, we'll notice that we have a page where it has no results. There's hardly anything filled within the blank areas to the left or on the main area to the right. But as we search for courses, we'll notice that the page now becomes full with classes. Now, these two little orange areas right here, these actually coincide or link up with your iGrad account, and it shows you some possible classes according to your iGrad plan in which you can take that semester. And you'll notice on the last page here that once you do sign up for classes, that it will have a calculator on the left to show how many credits you're taking that semester, the time in which it would appear during that week in which you would need to attend your classes, as well as an area to help you reserve or buy your books for that particular class. And it even gets better on the faculty members end as well. So once you do log in as a faculty member, during one of my interactions and interviews with one of the faculty members, he lamented that it was really hard for him, or just kind of like a process, just to access what your classes would look like for the upcoming semester. And so I made that super easy. So on the right hand side, we can click on the hamburger icon, which then selects what upcoming semester you want to view, and then upon clicking that, it will just automatically switch it over. There's no layers upon layers of pages you're gonna have to go through. There's no winding staircase of buttons you'll have to go down. It's just right there at the ease of the fingertips. As I've designed over the past month, as well as have conducted 4 rounds of user testing, I've learned that people do have sincerely natural mapping skills. So things like submenus and easily accessible areas with buttons, people will naturally go to those if they are set up in similar manners as previous websites. So this was particularly easy for not only newcomers, but for veterans as well. And I kind of wanted to make it like that. If you do want to see the process book or anything else, like such as the screenshots or how one goes about this, you can definitely check out my website at cousinsdesign.com. Thank you again for your time. Have a great rest of the day.